All right, welcome to the 150th episode of Private Universe. Hang on, I think my sound engineer is saying we're peaking slightly, but that's fine. But his assistant says it's all right. You guys work it out. All right. Now, the producer, should we continue? Producer, yep. Sound engineer, light guy ready? Yep.
Yeah, good to go.
Cameras, good.
Yeah.
All right. So we're bigger and better now, all these staff working. So, 150th episode, how's everyone been?
Good.
Awesome.
Good. Now we have the usual suspects here. We have Emiliana, aka Emilia. And then we have Lucia. And we have Damien. And the fourth and last one that's been in every single 50th episode, that's the third one this time, because 50 by 3 is 150, guys.
Great,
and it's
man.
still
Genius.
Quick math.
Yay. Now, where's Tatiana?
Word, Tati!
Oh, come on, peek. Someone peeked. See the red there?
And we have a new one. Well
The assistant of the assistant sound engineer has fixed it. I don't know why I pay all these people when we just need one person to fix this stuff. All right. But we also got some guest stars. We've got Lola the dog.
Yeah, Lola!
And we have Mia.
Yay.
Say hello, Mia.
Hi.
Yeah, there you go. We also have Carolina.
Yay, Carol!
We have Jessica.
Jessica!
AKA Jennifer.
No.
And we have Marla.
What
Today
about
we also have Camilo. Hello, Camilo.
Hey everybody, how's everyone going?
Good, good. What about Marla? Did she say hello?
No.
They're not going to believe us. And we have Xavier. Oh, well, you saw something. No. All right, Xavier. Say hello, Xavier.
hello?
Yes.
Well done.
Hello.
We've got Sebastian. Sebastian has come back from the Margarita Hour. It's been a while.
It has been.
So we're planning to do one again because we got the journalist, international journalist Camilo here, that knows everything about sport. If he doesn't know it, he'll make it up. So that's good.
That was a balloon, not a fart. That was a balloon.
And of course, we've got the one that's been with Private Universe all the time, playing his beautiful music, Leo. Play us something, Leo. Play us
it's
something to
red,
kick us
it's
off.
red.
Good.
Intro, little intro.
Shh, it's red.
Way over the rainbow, way up high. I don't know, 그거 듣고.
That's good still.
La 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 la. We'll probably get sued
Wait, we're
for
missing
copyright.
people.
That's all.
Yeah, let's see.
We didn't sing.
Yeah, but they can't get much from zero, eh? Well, that's good. So, we're all here.
Yep.
It's 2024, guys. It's the end of almost 2024. And since the last program, I think it's been 2 or 3 years, everyone's got now a bit older. We've got Emilia. What have you been doing the last 3 years?
Ricky jump.
No, nothing. Wow.
We got an
Were you
extra
bored?
member. We got an
What about
extra
you,
member.
Lucia? What did you say something? Go. No.
Over there.
You started high school, I heard.
Yeah, she did.
Well done.
Finally.
So how old are you now, Miliana?
12.
12!
Yeah, thanks.
I think you were 6 the first time we did this show.
Wow.
And what about Lucia? What have you done the last few years? Nothing as well. So where's all my money going then? Alright. How old are you now, Lucia?
13.
13!
Did you know that?
Faint,
Did
tasty.
you know that?
Alright, and what about Damien? Damien's here. Yeah.
Birthday boy!
It's the birthday boy. How old did you turn?
16.
16!
Have you been doing anything? No.
Nothing!
Wait, so you forgot to ask
He's a
Lola.
traveller now.
This is the podcast of nothing. It's like, it's like the Seinfeld podcast.
Ask Lola. Ask
Sorry.
Lola.
I will ask Lola in a sec, but gotta go to Tatiana now. Tatiana is here, and how old are you now?
16.
16 too.
Old enough to buy cigarettes, but get someone else to buy them for you.
All right. And what have you've been doing a lot, I've heard.
I got a job.
You got a job.
Yay!
I
Yeah.
got my license.
You got your license. Your psychology license? No. But they're easy to get. And easy to lose too, as I found out. So, hey Tatiana, and you're working as well. You can't say, because this show is international, of course, you can't say the name of the company, but apparently it's a big corporation, big industry that sells Mexican food. Is that right?
Yes.
And there's 2 names in that company, isn't there?
Every time.
And one of them is Gomez, or not? Right. Well, that should avoid the copyright issues. Excellent. And
I got my license too,
you got your license, you drove it just yesterday, didn't you, or the day
the day
before?
before,
Fantastic.
on my second try.
And yes, and you got your car too.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Oh, Damo.
beautiful car that a you
Yeah, holding
Holden Crewman. And you drove it for the first time yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, that went good.
Well done.
Passed it.
That's excellent. I
You
like
did
that balloon.
You
noise.
didn't
That's
introduce
great for the
Lola.
podcast.
It
I
is.
got one.
No.
That finger? Yeah.
That's great.
What? Oh, look who we got here. We got Zoe.
Zoe!
Say something. Say hello.
What's your name?
Try that one, yeah, okay.
What's your name?
Hold it more like more your finger.
All right,
like
so-
that. Yeah.
Lots has happened in the last 3 years.
You didn't ask me or Lola.
Well, they're the usual suspects. So now we're going to come in individually as well. But I just want to make a general announcement that a lot has happened, even though they say nothing.
Less is more.
Less is more. Now, we're going to give Mia a go. What have you been doing?
Not much. I started year 4 this year.
There's some noises in the background. Say that again.
Not much, but I did start year 4 this year, and it's almost the end of the year, so I'll be going into year 5 soon.
Fantastic.
Wow. I miss
Do
you.
you like school?
Yeah, I do. I like to see all my friends, and when the times I don't get to see my friends, I usually catch up with them and go on walks with them sometimes.
That's
to the gallery.
Oh.
Well, that's great because school is about friends at this stage. Making lots of friends.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Xavier, what have you been doing with your life, mate? What do you think about life? Do you like it?
Do you have a job yet?
Do you like existing?
I did. That was job.
you got a job. You just got to be a cute boy.
Come here. It's your turn. Talk to Granddad.
That's a nice sound effect. So.
Go, then Granddad's going to ask you. Look here. Granddad's going
All
to
right.
ask
So,
you a
what do you want to be when you grow up?
Army?
You want to be in the army? Fantastic. What do you want to do in the army? Do you want to be on the ships? You want to fly planes, or do you want to be running on the ground in the mud?
Flying plane.
Flying planes.
Yeah.
That's-
Hell yeah.
That's
Nice.
a chance of
Fantastic.
war.
When
That's
I grow
great.
up, I want to be a marine biologist.
It's a great
Oh,
job.
that's great. I always wanted to pretend to be a marine
And
biologist.
I also want to be a book writer. I also want to be a book writer because everyone says that I'm really good at making up stories.
You are.
I've
You-
written
you're-
like once at school we were supposed to make a story, but at the end, like we stopped him one day and I had already made the story 1 page long with
Yeah.
1 chapter so far, and I've continued the story on for this year, and I'm gonna keep going the next year as well, and now it's 4 chapters long.
Wow, fantastic.
That's clap-worthy.
Well, just keep writing, keep writing.
never read it.
Yeah.
You can have an incredibly wealthy life like me if you're successful. I think I've hit double figures now on Amazon.
Oh,
And I
forgot
bought
to
3
say
of them,
this.
yeah.
I forgot to say this, but I'm 10. So
You're
I've got
what?
a lot of years. I'm 10.
Oh, 10.
So I got a
I
lot
thought you
of
said I'm
years.
10. I'm thinking we're not going to discuss gender here, but you're 10. That's good. 10 is good.
10 is good.
Double figures. All right. Now, who else have we got that we got to say? Oh, then we've got Carolina here. Carolina.
And
The
Lola.
dancer.
What have you been doing lately? Carolina.
Yeah, I've
Yes.
Now, tell us what you're going to be when you grow up.
At the moment, psychotherapist.
You want to be a psychotherapist?
What is that?
It's
A psychopath.
it's what he does is just as bad. Maybe not as bad.
Yeah. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
You just got to make people believe that you're
It just
good.
makes you sound like you're a good person being in that field, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Say
Yeah.
hi.
Well,
Say hi.
Yeah.
Say please.
I mean, and you make good money on the
Say
way too.
hi.
Yeah.
So that's just a bonus, really. It's all about helping people, eh?
Yeah, that's definitely it.
I'm gonna go get some
I love how
extra
there was a
people.
pause.
That's great. All right, Damien, what are you going to do when you grow up?
maybe get a trade,
Trade. Like what?
carpentry.
Trade.
I was telling him it's a hard field because you have to like Jesus did it. So are you better than God? It's hard to live up to it.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll go get some more people
Well,
to
then
do
we can
it.
probably build the new stairs at the beach.
You'll probably graduate. You still have to do it. Well, that's good. But remember, measure twice, cut once.
Yeah.
That's very,
That's good advice.
very important, my
And
friend.
the timber as well. You can.
That's right. That's exactly right. Hey, Tatiana, what are you going to
Okay,
be?
take that then,
What do you want to be? What do you want to work as?
I don't know yet.
You don't know? Good. That's always good. Most people don't really know until later on in life.
Probably 80.
It's better not to dive into anything until you're 100% sure. Leah.
By the way, I think that Damien should take that as advice for carpentry. Cut first and then ask questions later. Chop everything.
Cut twice.
With a little saw, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, blood saw. It has to be a
Guys,
blood.
we're going a bit too we're a bit too loud here.
It's peaking dark.
All right. So, what about you two, Tatiana and Lucia? Have you thought about what you want to do when you grow up? Not yet. Lucia, no. Oh, interesting.
Can you do
We
that?
already know you want to be a bereavement. Now, Jessica,
Yes.
how's your life been the last few years? I think there's a lot happening, isn't there?
Yeah, I had a baby.
You had a baby.
Did ya?
With you?
Yeah. That's fantastic. So, how many babies have you got now? 2 kids. Yeah, so
Named
Xavier and Zoe. Zoe, we didn't hear much of Zoe.
Zoe.
But I reckon in the next, in the
Zoe, say
200th
hi.
episode, it'll
She's
be
15.
taking over the mic.
Yes.
Yeah.
When she's
She'll
15
be
in
a
the next
little
episode.
She'll be a little
Zoe,
Catalina.
come here.
That's great.
You
Marla,
usually keep-
Marla, so
Can you say
what do
hi?
you want to do?
What do I want to be when I grow up?
Yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know.
Rich and retired.
Thinking.
Zoe. Clap.
Yeah, well, yeah. Eventually that will stop too. You never know, you might get really old, stop thinking and forget stuff, and you might even be president of some country. So that's great. Now, who else haven't we asked? Camila, what do you want to do?
Oh, don't ask me.
Come on, you're the best.
Well, I was focused in the last few years on becoming the world's
I
greatest
don't know.
barista.
You didn't give it to me.
And then once I got to that, it's like I don't know if I want to do that anymore.
I remember when I first heard that you wanted to be a barista, because Dada, your granddad, my father told me. And I said, that's fantastic because I might need him in court one day. And then I found out he wasn't a barrister, it's a barista. So that's a shame, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
It's good to learn, but there's just not enough money in the industry.
yeah. Well, making coffees is important as.
Yeah, but it depends how you say it. If you say barista, you get paid more.
Yeah. You say it was a typo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I just dabble, you know.
Or anyone got any ideas about the existence of?
Oh, by the way, I seen your book, Carlos. I seen it at the kiosk at the
Oh yeah?
at the beach shack. Yeah.
Did it fit under the door?
Yeah. Well, he said you get a free Powerade. No, sorry. You get if you buy Powerade, you get a free book. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And they haven't sold any Powerades, eh?
The stock price is
Gatorade is just killing it. People go, no, give me Gatorade.
When you ask him what they
I've already got things to hold open my door. I've got like a little doorstop already. No, but they're really good because I've got 4 books and they're all different sizes. So one of them will fit under the door, just imagine. So I suspect just with the box
scientists
set.
actually studying your book, scientists, because they think that it's really good for insomniac people that have insomnia. They're actually sleeping better now.
They can't get past the first paragraph. And they're knocked out, eh? You know, that's a good idea. I should market it like that.
Yeah, it's like some,
you can't finish this book. It's like the only unreadable book in any language.
I dare you to finish a chapter without falling asleep.
I can do that
it's like there's a lot of painters that don't succeed, but they realize animals love it. So they sell it to people that have dogs and stuff who love staring at paintings because no one else buys them. So
I'll start giving away dares rather than Powerades. My book. Yeah, so that's enough about me. Now, what do you think about me? Now, what about? Does anyone know why we exist?
I think we exist to make life better.
Nah.
Because if, like, we exist and we made a bunch of things. If we didn't exist, then all the plants around here would get overgrown, and I think the world would become hairy.
It would. The dinosaurs will
I
come.
think we exist to make life worse.
Anyone to add to that? No.
Lucia. I want to see Lucia. What do you think?
You leave a legacy in life, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta have a vision in life.
Why do we exist this year?
60.
Well, let's make it easier. What's the good thing about life? Living.
Yeah,
That's a great answer.
I think the best thing about life is that you're able to live and you're able to get a ton of friends that will be with you for as long as they live.
Fantastic. You must have read Epicurus. He said exactly the same thing. Yeah. He was Epicurious about it. Who else wants to say something?
What about Damien?
Yeah.
That's when you say happiness and you plug your book.
Yeah, happiness.
There you go.
How to be happy. Or how to sleep better. So Tatiana,
Yes? Yeah, chatterbox is over here.
what's your favourite thing to do in life? What do you look forward to?
Underage drinking.
Yeah, I know, that's obvious, but I mean...
Yeah. Something less obvious. Less.
Yeah, you can't say drinking alcohol, you
Something
can't say
illegal.
vaping, you can't say being on the phone. Next! Now, what about later on in life? Is there anything that you'd like to do once you become an adult that you can't do now, like travel or something like that?
I drive.
Yeah.
Drive.
Drive. You want to drive?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Very good.
Well, maybe you can get Xavier to take you on his plane.
Yeah. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
planes are definitely not my favorite.
Ah.
I get motion sickness, so that makes it even worse.
Well, what about Emilia?
Yeah, you have.
Who's your favourite musical artist?
I know.
I don't know. I like all music.
All music.
Mine.
Give us give us one musician that you like right
You
now.
like Led Zeppelin, do you?
Yeah.
My favorite
Dua Lipa, don't you?
singer. My favorite singer. I think everyone will guess this. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. You're a Swiftie.
I'm a Tay fan. So,
Yay.
What about you, Emilia? You're more edgy, aren't you? You love like edgy music, indie rock and stuff.
Oh, no.
No?
I don't think indie
I
rock
also,
exists anymore.
I also like Billie Eilish and Olivia Rodrigo.
What about you, Lucia?
Billie
Who's your
Eilish,
favourite musical
that's what I call
artist?
She also likes Olivia Rodrigo and Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. That's good. I like Billie Eilish. That's great.
Yeah, Billie's eyelashes.
And what about Tatiana? What's your
Yeah,
favourite musical
eyelash.
artist?
My favorite music? I don't know. I like.
Serbian music?
Yeah.
I'll be back.
That's 7, 8. Yeah.
Mile closer.
You don't know yet?
No, I like a lot of.
Bit of everything.
Yeah. Bit of everything.
And Damien?
I like your music.
Do you?
Well said.
Oh, soft tissue damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favourite song?
Well, you listen. Look, I went out to the deck and you went to the spa, Damien.
Too many good ones to pick from.
The other day, I
Which
went out to the deck. You went to spa. Will you listen to the Smiths?
I don't know.
Oh, it sounded like the Smiths. Was it the Smiths? I was very impressed. Very good. It sounded like Morrissey.
Just say yes.
Well,
Immediate first place.
Yes.
Immediate first place.
And then you changed it to show you put rap on, but that's all right.
I've got a wide variety of tastes.
What would you like
In
to listen to, depending on what?
in gender as well, or just music?
Yeah, funny.
I don't think that's what it's made. Yes, it is.
I already tried that and it popped.
Oh,
So, well, that's already. And Marla, tell us something about yourself. Come on.
There's too much to talk about.
Really?
You don't have enough time in your podcast.
let's
Oh,
go
we
and let it
make
rip,
time.
Marla.
Oh!
Correct.
We definitely peaked there. We definitely
Is that a
peaked.
Peking duck?
That's Peking duck.
Ripped, alright.
Why did you put your head as a pillow?
Yeah, I'll try to go softly. I was gonna pop.
Yeah. Joe Rogan must be shitting himself. So Marla, too much to talk about.
Yeah.
Can't you just put it on in a nutshell?
In a blurb.
You condense it.
Condense
Well,
it.
you're the wisest
Be
here. What,
succinct.
you have multiple young children. Here's your opportunity to make an impression. You know.
Because you are Marla the millionaire. Tell us how you did it.
Come on.
Yeah, give us some life
How did you
advice.
make all the money, Marla?
It's top secret, I can't tell you.
Hard work, saving, yeah. A little bit of time. Discipline, that's what it is. If you have to say in one word, it's
Yeah,
discipline.
discipline, maybe stupidity as well, yeah.
No, you can just, you still have time to spend it, that's good.
Maybe.
I'll just sell all those houses below it. Travel, party, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's why we don't have it.
Put an ad on my podcast.
That's why we
It's the opposite, yeah.
Yeah.
And
But it's like you build up all to that
Yeah, told me
to
to
just
Yeah.
later think about blowing it.
Balance.
yeah, that's nice.
Sit there, yeah. So you get them.
Why not? If you enjoy what you're doing, that's the main thing, isn't it? Because you have to find meaning, or else you would just do things for the sake of doing things. Do you guys find the younger guy that life is boring or not? Nah.
No, life is exciting.
That's good. What about Camilo? You
Oh,
got
do I
it.
count as the younger people? Or?
Yeah, you're a younger person. Well, I want you to. Why don't you explain to the younger people here on how to make your life less boring?
I don't know. I'm a sort of person that I can just literally, to be honest, I can literally just be having like we can be at a party, can be anywhere. I can literally just look at that wall and be there for 2 hours if I wanted to. Like, getting bored doesn't exist to me. I can just, you can say to me, oh, let's not go there, it's a boring place, but I can have fun anywhere I go. That doesn't exist for me.
Yeah.
It's autism.
That's true.
I have a question.
You gotta make the best out of, you make the best out of any situation, you know?
Like, like my guy here, Richard, just to play with a stick on the tree and have no other things to do, go to work.
Yeah, I know this. We've spoken about this with Leah in the past, like, because you know, a lot of people say, how can you, like, if you make all this money, you win the lotto, make $100 million, and people say like, oh, how can you just stop working and not do anything? But Leah told you I could just be on a Greek island fishing pretty much every day, and I'd be happy with that.
Oh, who would?
It doesn't need to be entertaining and go here and here, the rest of the world, visiting everywhere.
Hey, but you'd be surprised how many people get bored after.
Just relax.
Yeah,
you
How
know?
can they get bored?
Educate yourself.
Well, I think I did the initial training for Camilo because I used to put him in a playpen, sitting there, and he'd just sit there, staring in the sky. And then, you know, if he got bored, he just went whoop to the side and fell asleep. So, yeah.
Oh, see, that's my philosophy.
My philosophy.
When you're bored, just turn sideways and go to sleep.
Genius. You're the new Sigmund Freud.
Yeah, but not only that, not only that, Camilo had, Camilo is probably the number one person they can say about existence, how important it is. He was swimming with 150 million sperms. And Sergio won the race. And then Camilo waited 2 years near the ovum. And he was just watching Netflix for 2 years. until the next opportunity, and he went in the ovum straight away.
We had a head start.
Yeah.
See, but it's just like all the wealthy people. It's just like all the wealthy people say, it's not about working hard, it's about working smarter.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just took my chance, you know.
That's fine. Let's see Mia go.
I have a question.
Yeah. For whom? Anyone?
Or is it anyone in general?
For Lucia.
What's the question? I'll know who it's for. What's the question? You forgot? What's a podcast? Oh, now you think about it and
Yes.
Tatiana. Now, what do you reckon about getting married? Do you think that's a good idea or a bad idea?
I think it's great.
Great.
Yeah.
For others or?
I knew exactly where I was going.
So you think of forming a family one day?
Yeah.
Good.
Come here.
What about you, Damien?
Yeah, come
What about
here.
me?
Are you gonna form a family or stay single?
Come here.
I don't know, it depends on what happens.
Yeah.
It depends on who I meet. If it's if it's a good person or why not.
Yeah. Good person.
You're a
We're so
genius.
different, aren't we?
Look who's here.
Oh, look, Heather's here.
Right on time. I'm looking for her new husband. She's came
Did
right
you order a
in.
large Mexican?
Be here in a minute.
Oh dear.
I just saw your poster of one of the greatest movies, one of my favourites of all time. The Lost Boys on the
Oh,
side.
The Lost Boys, yeah.
That's in my top 10 easily.
Great movie, guys. Watch it if you can. The Lost Boys.
Plug.
80s vampire movie.
Ask
Mate.
Leo about marriage.
Amazing.
Terribly produced, but beautiful.
Kiefer Sutherland is the young.
Ask Leo about marriage. See what he thinks.
Now we'll ask Leo more about sport, I think.
Why don't you ask the engaged and the newlywed? That's an interesting perspective.
Oh, yeah, they're engaged. So
And
who's
the
engaged now?
Engaged and
How
the
come I wasn't
newlywed.
invited?
You got all the perspectives.
You got all the
Engaged, married,
perspectives
divorced.
Single.
Never again.
Alright, so let's start with engaged, guys.
I know, this is great.
Do you guys like being engaged?
Yeah.
Did it change anything? Because you got kids, eh?
Here's my bank account.
Thank you.
That's what don't change.
For the ring.
So really, now engagement is really a commitment, isn't it? It's a commitment, a promise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more than a threat. To get married, eh?
Well, it depends.
Yeah. Yeah. A challenge. No, well that's good. So when's the wedding?
I don't know. We were looking at some places, eh? I don't know. Where were you thinking?
Jarvis Bay.
Oh, beautiful.
Jarvis Bay.
Beautiful bay.
Hymes Beach there, near there.
No.
I know this.
What are you just doing, Nora Head?
Oh,
It's easier for
We
me.
do a podcast.
Second light. We'll do a second.
In your dress, yes.
Do a second lighthouse wedding. Yeah.
So we're looking at roughly years, months. What are we looking at?
Well, usually it's at least a year. If we haven't booked it now, it'd be a year from the booking.
Is there any chance you can not do it by mid?
Maybe
Chance
after
not
you-
doing it mid 2026 because it's the World Cup.
That's actually
I'll be in Mexico.
time the
that time.
honeymoon.
I'll be in Mexico.
So what do you think? What looking at it because you're about to get married. What do you think marriage would give you at this stage, or what will it add to your life?
It adds, security,
Security. That's
security, peace of mind, and the surname for
Same surname.
same
same
surname
surname.
for the kids. And
That's good. That's fantastic.
yeah.
And then after marriage, there's not really another one, is it? Apart from, yeah.
Death.
Till death do us apart.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's the plan anyway.
well, that's good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Camilo? You've just got married.
It's a year, like in 2 weeks.
No way.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Wow. And what do you reckon?
It's pretty much it's pretty much the same thing. It's just that the only thing I recommend for you guys, because if you think about it afterwards, Sam. First of all, your own wedding. Don't think you're gonna enjoy it to start off with, because it's like
You're really selling it.
no. Samantha can listen to this and tell you the truth. Like the whole day is stress, like filled to the max, and then you're worried about if everyone else is having a great time. So you go around, hey, you guys eating good and stuff, and sometimes you're thinking about, I've still got like a first dance to do. Can I remember the moves, the one I did with the fireworks and stuff?
Yeah.
And it's like, and I didn't eat until I did that. So then, like, it's a bit stressful and stuff. And I'll recommend not going all out. Not going all out in a wedding. Like, have a nice wedding. It's good just for you two. Don't try to impress anyone else. And then spend more on yourselves on a honeymoon. It's much
genius.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still looking at how much did I spend. Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
The
that's
main
good
thing was
advice.
that, like, then it's good to have like, and then during the night, take time for yourselves, because you have people pulling you apart, asking you, let's take a photo, like take a time to ask the other, like, are you alright, taking a good time, because you get people just zap your energy.
And
Like,
have small
it's
weddings.
photo here, and you get everyone pulling you apart. Yeah.
Good advice, Camilo.
The small, so if
Camilo.
you want more people, if you want more wedding gifts, more money, or that's what. If you want like
Nah, I think the big wedding should be for
Like the other-
Greeks, Italians, and Arabs.
That's what they do,
They bring
yeah.
a lot of money, $1,000 each. But if you're South American, there's no.
yeah,
point in that.
Yeah.
people steal,
People will steal your money.
people steal from the box. Yeah.
Oh, what about Carolina?
Or they bring the same toaster.
Carolina isn't engaged yet, are you?
No. I think you would have found out if I was. No?
Well, I don't know. People don't tell me much. I don't know why. So what's happening there? Do you think you'll get engaged
Yeah, not right now though. I'm only 21.
when you're 21?
I'm only 21.
You're only 21.
Definitely a couple years from now. But yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if Dylan wants to propose to you like in the next month, so you'd reject him out. What do you say?
I don't know if I'd reject him, but I'd say, fuck,
Hang
this is gonna
on,
be
hang on.
this is gonna be a really long engagement.
Well, that's all right.
Because for me, it's more, I'd rather secure myself first, finish my degree, and then you prioritize somebody else.
Yeah, 21 years old, too young.
Exactamundo.
Too young.
Like, it's definitely coming back. Like, a lot of my generation and people a little bit older than me are all getting engaged. so many people I went to high school with, 21 years old, 24-year-olds, they're all getting engaged now. It's like everybody's getting married a lot younger again. It's like becoming the thing again. Which, you know, I guess it's a nice thing.
Yeah.
I think, obviously, it just depends on your experience.
So no one experiments in your age group, eh? Everyone's getting married early.
No, they probably experimented too early.
I think it's better to wait until virtual reality comes out. You'll be able to have a wedding anywhere you want.
Virtual reality.
You'll be able to have a wedding anywhere you want. Like if you want to go to the Caribbean, wait for you to put the HoloLens on, and you'll be able to
Be there, eh?
yeah, be there.
Same.
4D. Yeah. That's probably better.
You have to invite anyone too.
That's pretty better, yeah.
Yeah.
You can marry anybody
You can do it via Zoom now, as
A
well.
Zoom wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just send everyone the login.
Oh yeah, the link.
That'd be good.
Or metaverse. Isn't that metaverse crap they have now?
I'm probably gonna remarry again, but I'm gonna marry a cyborg, like half robot with human skin.
I bet you I can guess which half is robot too.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna be programmed to say. She's just gonna be programmed
Yes, sir.
to say yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You were right.
It's so simple.
How did you start the podcast with the kids?
If you just say yes, sir, then
And the
you'll never
podcast.
get divorced, guys.
And the robot says you were right, Leo, all the time.
That's from a psychologist. That's from a psychologist.
But then the robot just says you were right. I was wrong the whole time.
That's very good, guys. Very good.
What about you, Carlos, as a psychologist and as someone that's been married? What's your advice to the rest of us that are younger?
Well, I think it's. Well, there are certain institutions that the humans have created that allow humans to live better with each other, and marriage is one of them. But it is an institution that's a construct, of course. But some things haven't. Hey, look, Helen's here. Say something, Helen.
Hey, Helen.
Helen, a question.
Are you married, Helen? Yeah, so I think marriage it's been around for a long time in most cultures, and even past cultures, anthropologically speaking, we find that it exists. So usually it's for a very good reason, and I think, of course, if you look at it biological or evolutionary, we probably have better chance of reproducing, but also making sure that the young have a secure and safe upbringing, and therefore they will be able to reproduce again. This is a biological theory. If they're within a caring family, rather than just people being unmarried and reproducing. I think that's the biological reason, but it's also like it's a human reason, because we live better, and we definitely, mental health wise, and you probably, if you haven't studied this, Carolina, you probably will, people that are in loving relationships suffer from far less mental health issues than the ones that aren't. So I think it provides a lot of, but having said that, I don't believe that there's a soulmate. I think we do meet people. It's not a coincidence that the person that we end up marrying is probably from the same neighbourhood, at least. You know, it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that you're born in Australia and you speak English. Our environment has a big impact on where our life goes. But if you meet the right person, regardless wherever they're from or where you meet them, and they add to your life and not subtract, then it's a wonderful thing. But people do get separated because eventually they find out that the relationship isn't working, both of them sometimes, and sometimes just one of them. And we're very lucky these days that people can make a decision if it's not working to move forward. So I think we live in a great time of the civilization that if you find the right person and you make it work and you start a family, it can add a lot to your life. That's probably the end of the podcast now.
Well done, Carlos.
Without signing up for life. Because in the past, people were locked into whether it's relationships that people don't get along, or worse, violent relationships and so forth. So we live in firstly, in a great part of the world that we're free to choose, and without a doubt, yeah, it provides a lot of comfort and satisfaction being in a marriage. Yeah. So that's for the young guys there, right? You have to make sure you don't settle for second best. Well, Heather did, but I mean, apart from that, it's, you gotta go for the best of the best, like Sebastian did.
Yeah, Sebastian.
I won.
You won. And Camilo did.
Yeah.
And Dylan did.
Yeah.
You didn't miss anybody, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you did it.
So you said that
What about
according-
Jessica?
Good surgery.
according to studies,
Jessica.
you said that according to studies, finding the right person that improves your life improves your mental health and makes you have a better quality of life. So would you say a lot of the people you haven't found the right person then?
Yeah.
If it improves your mental health.
There is a 50-50 now.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
What if you balance that against the risk you don't find?
Well,
If you had to statistically put it, would you say there's more likely you meet that someone that improves or that it doesn't improve?
Well, that's why I think you've got to choose carefully. You've got to know the person before you jump into it. And that's why I mean we live in a time of society and in a country where you can live with someone pre-marriage, you can do it and get to know the person. So in that sense, I'm saying we're fortunate. But nothing's 100%. You're right. Nothing. But again, we live in a time and a place where both people, if it doesn't work, can decide that you go separate ways. Marla.
Yeah, I agree with you in certain aspect, but if I meet someone at 20
Yeah.
and I'm married and I'm with that person for 10 years, 15 years, it's not the same person that I met when they were 20.
No.
Hey, well, you are, no?
So you could be different, they could be different, that's when things don't work.
Or
But
they're definitely
a lot of the time it happens that the woman changes a lot and the guy still has like the more mature mentality. So in the end the man has changed slower while the woman's changed a lot. It's a lot of clashes. Some guys change a lot, but
It's just about.
look at
I think
Leo.
it's
He hasn't
about-
changed.
I think it's about the base of both your personalities.
No, it depends on
being
the person.
compatible.
Yeah.
As long as the foundation of your personalities are compatible, other things can change. Your ideologies can change, blah blah blah. But morally, your values and everything are going to be the same as when you met, more or less.
Yeah.
Because the foundation, like how you were raised and everything, might be similar to them, and you have the same ideas with certain things.
Yeah.
But then other areas change. So as long as you're compatible in that sense, other things can change.
For me, it helps.
Because they will. Every relationship will change.
For me, it helps with Sam because the main thing was I think it's easier because we started off as like really good friends, and that makes it so much easier than to be because we have like so many similarities. So when you're like really great friends or even like best friends with your partner, it makes it easier. When you have a lot of things that are different, then in the long run there'll be more clashes. But if you started off like me and Sam were considered like what do you call like cinephiles. We both love art house movies to like Marvel movies, everything in between. Like, so we go to the cinema all the time. Literally went to the cinema 2 times in the last 10 days. And the only thing I don't like about it is she doesn't like sport, which is terrible. But apart from that, when you get along in many different things, it's easier. Because you get home and you can talk to the person. A lot of people go for looks. Could be the most beautiful woman in the world, but she hasn't got like nothing in her head. Or other way around, the guy is like really dumb. Like, they're really good to look at, but then as soon as they open their mouth, there's nothing to talk about. So it's really difficult.
Well, I said this podcast's not only about me, so please don't use me as an example. I didn't know. I thought that xenophile meant that you hate people from other cultures, but anyway, I must be wrong. Yeah.
Is it cinephile, the word?
Yeah, it's xenophobe, the people that don't like other cultures, but xenophile. Yeah, I know centerfold. Boo.
What about Lucia?
Say something.
Whatever.
What do you like? What do you like? What's your favourite phone? Oh, you dropped it. Do you like Android or iPhones?
iPhone.
iPhones.
Yeah.
What's the latest one that's come out now?
15 Pro Max, I think.
15.
Yeah, Galina has it desperately.
Do
Yeah, this
you?
came out last year.
Is it good? Because we might be able to
It's like
sell this to
16
Apple.
now.
I'm Android.
It's like
You're
16.
Android.
I've always been Android.
I've always.
Because every time I message Sebastian's the only one that says like
Yeah.
has read your message, and I go, I've never had that pop up because everyone's got an iPhone.
Yeah.
So what do you like about iPhones that you don't like about Androids, Lucia? Yeah?
It's because they
All
get
their
used to
friends
it.
have it and they like the blue text. It's like,
Sebastian,
The Apple symbol.
that's
eh?
literally the, not her, but like that's the majority.
But it's true that Apple symbol always gets you. You always
It's
want it.
brainwash.
I think Sebastian would heat it is because he's got a Samsung.
They are good though.
I think Samsungs in general are better phones. In general, have more things
This
to
is more
do.
like a computer.
Yeah.
and
It's
this
the
is
best way.
enormous. Have you seen
That's
it?
like a when you have this and you go use one of them, it's like very simplistic.
Yeah, it's simple. Yeah.
When you have a
This is more-
Samsung.
They don't even have
Samsung's
a.
like a
Android.
computer.
They don't even have a back
But
arrow. Every
so-
time I want to go back
Yeah,
on an
everyone
iPhone, so where's the arrow? you know?
Everyone asks me like, but why? But everyone asks me, but why? What's different? And it's hard to pin it, but it's like a lot of little tiny things that.
Yeah, it's got more things in
Like,
detail.
you're control the whole thing, the settings, every single aspect of it. Whereas
Yeah.
iPhone, you're like locked.
The iPhone you
Kind
get
of this.
after
It's
vision.
just like
Yeah.
this is bang. Whereas this is like a computer. Is the best way. I put
Right,
it.
right, okay.
It's a mini
Yeah, you
laptop.
can do anything. You
Because
can
you
even,
use
No, Apple's
Microsoft
better.
computers, don't
Yeah,
you? Like the
Microsoft.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
Everyone
yeah.
agrees
That's why
Apple's
I
better.
use iPhone, but I don't use the Apple computer because I find because I'm used to using Microsoft.
But
Yeah, and a lot of people found like certain apps sort of they want to use. Oh, it's only on iPhone, so then they only get that,
And vice
and they're
versa.
always leaning towards that because the way that they've marketed everything
Yeah,
towards
it's marketing because since the 80s you've been seeing that Apple, and the fact that even in the movies most of them got that Apple it just lights up. And the character's really cool.
Yeah, and everything's
and
in
you want to
sync.
and you want to light a Marlboro cigarette with a Zippo too. Yeah.
I think you just because I've seen that they sell more Samsungs worldwide.
Mia, what do you want to say? Go.
I think Apple is better just because it's got like better things.
Better things.
Things.
Well, that's good. Yeah, like Sebastian said, sometimes it's hard to know why. It's just like
It's got like
Yeah.
Yeah, but a MacBook Pro.
What about
lasts
this?
Much longer.
Here's one.
Yeah, MacBook Pro has no.
what's that? What's that? How come I don't have that?
That's a perfect example for when I'm working. So like I get the plans up.
Yeah, and then
And I
there's
just draw it, highlight it, mark it, send it.
But
email.
tell our listeners what it is. They can't.
So I've
see.
got an S Pen that clicks out the bottom of my phone.
Oh.
That's actually another reason I got this phone because when
And
I'm
Apple don't have that.
so that's the Ultra, is it?
So usually it's like about iPhone's usually about 4 or 5. They release a new update on a new phone that Samsung would have had like 5 or maybe years ago, eh? So they're always like that stage behind. But yeah, just marking things up, a pen, for showing
Yeah,
off
even
and stuff.
even the new Samsung phone, the one that
Right.
folds in half.
My phone.
The Flip Z, what's it called? The Flip Z, the new one that folds in half.
Good, eh?
It's a great phone.
Yeah.
And if iPhone was better,
Should I do that?
think about this right now. If iPhone was better, why is every single phone under Android apart from iPhone?
Yeah,
Oppo, Google,
Plus you got Google
Samsung,
with
and the other brands, they're all under Android. Only one phone is under the iPhone. The
Because of the juice.
iOS, is that what it's called? iOS.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Lucia, for that.
Well done,
Yeah,
Lucia.
Lucia.
She didn't say a word.
What about school? How's school, Lucia? You love school? What's your favourite part of life right now?
Sleeping, right?
If you what's the one thing what do you look forward to? And you're like, oh, that's happening, or this is coming up, or
Like a certain event.
oh yeah, anything. It could be something weekly. It could be a season. It
We
could
have
be
Halloween dance
your
coming up.
brother coming up from Penrith.
Hey,
It popped into my brain.
What is it? What's your favourite? What do you look forward to? What makes you happy?
Yeah, cool. Depends what you're gonna make it for.
So life,
For
good.
For me.
Friends.
Good answer.
You live in
For
Penrith.
me.
Hey Xavier,
Penny Panthers.
in 3 years' time we're going to do a show again. You're going to be how old? How old are you now? So in 3 years' time you're going to be 8 when we do it again. So you want to tell yourself something so you can listen to it when you're 8. Say something now for Xavier when he's 8. Hey Xavier, 8-year-old Xavier, tell him go.
Say you're gonna be taller and you'll be able to reach a microphone by then.
And that you'll bash him
What-
too.
What sports do you do now? What sports are you doing now?
He plays baseball, don't you? Tennis? Golf?
Football,
Football?
Football.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What else do you
fine.
do?
basketball. That's true.
What else?
Yeah, this is all smoke and mirrors, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he's genius. What else do you do?
And
What about the ones actually?
What about
paying
this
for
one?
you to do?
I saw you do that.
boxing.
Boxing. He's doing
Swimming?
And
Swimming?
What you did last night?
and
Trampolining.
athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Faint.
And surfing.
Surfing too.
Faint.
People are like us. Just he does it all.
You're great. Hey, what do you like about coming to Granddad's house?
Oh, and cricket.
Cricket too.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about coming to Granddad's house? What do you like?
The party pool.
The party pool.
Yeah, the party pool.
I think we're going to go in the party pools soon. And then you know what? Anyone else want to say anything before we go? It's been exactly almost an hour. We've been
Wow.
talking. 53 minutes. Anyone want to say anything else?
You can say what you want because no one will get this far.
I think we're going to finish off.
You can say anything. You can say anything now.
Let's sing a song. Let's go out with the song, Leo.
What's your thoughts on
Yeah?
Palestine then? Finish with your thoughts on Palestine versus Israel. What are your thoughts, Carlos? Come on, Joe.
And is Puerto
I've
Rico
got no thoughts.
a floating pile of trash in the ocean? Because I want to know.
I don't know anything about politics.
Should we finish with a bit of music to take us out?
What do you want to play us? Come on.
Come on, everyone.
Carlos, should we do a little plug? A little plug?
Do you remember that when I sung Happy
Que vamos a Maquilombo, no tengan duda. Si no le gusta la letra, se puede ir a cagar. Y todo de lo que quiera, la 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 de vos, 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 la la de vos, la la de vos, la la de vos. Señores, somos el grupo de la cura. Que vamos a Marquilombo, no tengan duda. Si no le gusta la letra, se puede ir a cagar. Y todos que no te quieran van a bailar. Dale, cuco. Dale, cuco. Dale, cuco. Dale, cuco. Y dale, cuco. Y dale, cuco. Y dale, cuco. Y dale, cuco.
Venga, doña. Vamos arriba, vamos arriba.
Wasted in Bahia. That's a good beat. Right, Jess, start doing the thing. Go, 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 go.
Everybody in the private universe. Camilo. Mia. Emilia. Carla! And Lola! Well done. See you in 3 years' time, guys.
Everyone stay tuned for Margarita Hour. We talk sports and politics.
Yeah.